Burr runs for president against Hamilton's arch nemesis, Thomas Jefferson. It was a tie between Jefferson and Burr. And people went to Hamilton and they said, hey, should we vote for Burr or Jefferson? Hamilton was like, no, vote for Jefferson. I disagree with him. At least he has an ethos. He said, if pressed, like a juice. I don't know what the Burr stands for.
Today we're going to talk to you about the election of 1800. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, they were founding fathers of America, and they were also the best of friends. Adams was like, the Constitution, you can kind of bend that how you need to bend it. We can kind of work with this. And Jefferson was always like, Constitution is the Constitution, can't with that. But they loved each other until Adams became president. And immediately they started butting heads. John Adams was like, it's illegal to talk any about the president of the United States. And if you disagree with the federal government, you. And Jefferson was like, well, this is tyranny. That's a violation of a little something called freedom of speech. It all really reaches its head on the election of 1800, where these two lifelong friends were pitted against each other. Adams is like, if you elect Thomas Jefferson, here's what you're gonna get. Murder, all the time. Everybody's gonna be murdering each other. Incest. Your wives will lose their virtue, having sex with a lot of dudes, willy-nilly. So Jefferson starts talking a lot of about John Adams. We're talking about guys who like created this country. They were really like a bunch of 8th graders. He was like, you know what? Adams has prostitutes shipped in from overseas that he bangs all the time. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I feel like I keep seeing spit flying from my mouth.
I'm feeling it.
Am I spitting a lot?
I'm glad you're seeing it. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm in the splash zone.
So Jefferson went to the newspapers. He says, I want to tell you this John Adams is a hermaphrodite. He's got both man and woman sex organs. But this is like a published statement from Thomas Jefferson. Adams was like, okay, fine. You want to go that route? That's when got really dirty. Adams says, oh, by the way, if you were thinking about voting for Jefferson, you shouldn't because he's dead.
It's a pretty good campaign.
It's a very good campaign.
Vote for me, I'm alive.
Yeah, even if you disagree with everything I say, at the very least, I'm alive.
Would you rather be accused of having a penis and a vagina or being dead?
I think being alive with a penis and vagina would be an amazing experience. And you're alive. Jefferson calls upon a hatchet man, James Callender, to publish newspaper articles about Adams. Adams, what was I gonna say here? Oh yeah, and he's gonna go to war with the French. That's what was published in the newspapers, and it's a lie, it's not true at all. America was like, I don't wanna go to war with the French. That sounds terrible. And they elect Jefferson into office. Jefferson wins. Adams is like, you want to go with this loser? Fine. But before I leave, I'm going to appoint all of these people who violently oppose everything Jefferson stands for. And then he's like, I hope you like all these assholes. So, cut to 4 years down the line, and Jefferson's daughter dies. And Abigail Adams is like, look, I know we've had our differences with Jefferson, but I should pop him off a letter. She's like, look, I'm really, really sorry about your daughter, and it sucks that she is dead. Jefferson gets this letter and he's like, I want to thank you so much for being so considerate about the death of my daughter. But while I've got your attention, I also want to tell you, you and your husband for being such assholes who up my presidency. This is how immature these great men of American history were. He can't even that should have been 2 separate letters. She's like, John, you know what? We're done with Thomas Jefferson. He's an ass. I tried to make it work with this guy, but him. So these two don't speak for a decade. Eventually, Benjamin Rush, who was another founding father, was like, look, John Adams, Johnny, I love you two guys. Why aren't you speaking anymore? Why can't we all be friends like we used to back in those glory days, those 1776 days that were so magical? And John Adams was like, look, I love Tommy Jeffs. I'm a big fan. I'll pop him off a letter. It's very general. It's like, hey, how you doing? I miss you. I hope you're all right. How's things going? Jefferson gets the letter. He's like, Adams, Johnny Ads, good to hear from you, buddy. It's been 10 years. How's life? And then the letters start flowing, and before you know it, they start to connect on certain things. They start to connect on, I'm a little concerned about slavery. Thomas Jefferson was like, I'm anti-slavery, but I do have hundreds of slaves. What am I talking about?
Keep going. You got it.
It's weird how quickly alcohol makes you not realize what you said at all. So, by the end of their life, these two have exchanged 158 letters, and they're best friends again. Then it's 1826. John Adams is on his deathbed, and his last words are, independence forever, and also, Thomas Jefferson survives, because that guy's f***ing awesome. Little did he know that just a few hours prior, miles and miles away, Thomas Jefferson had also died. That day was July 4th, the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which is crazy.
That's true friendship.
True friendship.
Cheers. To friendship. You're my best friend.
We barely know each other. Okay.
Oh, we're best friends.
Richmond, Virginia, July 17th, 1803. James Callender is found floating face down in the James River. How did he get there? Are you curious?
Very.
Well, in order to find out, we need to go back 10 years to 1793. James Callender, Scottish immigrant, salacious journalist, and a drunk, gets a job as a stenographer with the new Congress. And he's like, guess what? I don't trust any of these assholes, and I don't buy what they're doing. He is suspicious to the point where he starts digging up information on them. And so James Reynolds shows up at a bar and says to Alexander Hamilton, hey, unless you pay me, I am going to let this story out that you were banging my wife. So Hamilton is writing him a check, but more importantly, he's writing the check from the United States Treasury. So Callender's like, Hamilton's not only having an affair, but he's taking money from our government? Like, how dare he do that? And he basically, with one article, ruined Hamilton's career. Hamilton is like, God damn you. God damn you, James Callender, you son of a bitch. Gone. Callender sits back and is like, that's where I get my high. But out of the shadows comes Thomas Jefferson and is like, hey, I saw what you did with Hamilton. Nice work. John Adams right now is the sitting president. Callender goes, duh. Jefferson's like, I want to be president. Take Adams out, I will hook you up. Callender's like, I doubt you can do what I want because I want to become the Postmaster General of Richmond. And Jefferson goes, dude, I shit Postmaster Generals of Richmond's for breakfast. And Callender goes, fine, let's do it, bitches. Let's do it. Callender writes a new article. He calls Adams pro-monarch. That was bad. John Adams is sitting there going like, what? No, I am not. I am not pro-monarch. But the people believe it immediately. So Jefferson becomes president. But guess who's going to jail? Callender, for sedition charges. Basically writing to create revolt against the government. And Callender's like, this is pretty rough, but Jefferson promised me this will be worth it. And Jefferson is like, holy shit, I'm president, Adams is out, I'm in, and Callender, oh, holy shit, Callender's in jail. Hey, Jerry, can we pardon Callender? And Jerry's like, no, yeah, we can pardon anyone we want. You're the goddamn president. He goes, okay, pardon Callender. He gets out of jail, runs to see Jefferson. He's like, Thomas, that was awesome. We did it. Let's make me the postmaster general of Richmond. And Jefferson literally is like, yeah, Jerry, could you please pay Callender $50 and then escort him out? Callender's like, are you kidding me? I'll take the $50 for sure. But guess what, Jefferson? You want to mess with me? I got one gun, and that's called gossip. And gossip. And so Callender puts out a piece of information so damning nobody could survive it. Hey, guess what? Jefferson's not as cool as you think. He is having an affair with Sally Hemings. Who's Sally Hemings? Oh, just his slave. Everyone is like, what? Are you kidding me?
What did Jerry think about that pamphlet?
So Jerry is like, did you hear about this? And Jefferson goes, don't put it so close to my face, Jerry. And Jerry goes, I can do nothing right. I can do nothing right. And by the way, Jerry, 80 years old. So everyone's like looking to Jefferson to see what he says, but guess what? He decides to ignore it. He just goes, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. And he's slowly backing out the door. And Callender's like, no, you can't leave. You have to address this. Everybody in my past has addressed these things as they have come up. And he just goes, no. Bye. And Callender's jaw dropped, like, what did he just pull on me? And because he didn't care, the people didn't really care as much. They're like, hey, Callender, nice try, you dink. His drinking got worse. He's broke. And here we are in 1803. So what happened? Did he walk down to the James River and maybe he was too wasted and he stumbled, boom, hit his head, floated out to the middle and died? That's possible. Or was something more sinister going on? He had a lot of enemies at that point. Hamilton, Adams, Jefferson, they're founding fathers of America. And to think that they are suspects in a murder mystery is sort of mind-blowing.
I mean, try to name 3 bigger names.
The Rock.
Well, I mean, when it comes
Sandra
to
Bullock.
founding our nation.
Jack McBrayer.
Jack McBrayer is actually the answer we were looking for. Congratulations. Hi, guys. I murdered James Callender.
I'm peeing myself.